Every December, the city glows. Lagos, Africa's commercial heartbeat, comes alive in the festive season. Markets stretch into the night. Generators hum. Traders stock up for what is often their most profitable period of the year. For many families, especially traders who depend on end-of-year sales, December is not just celebration, it is survival.
Please, if you don't have anything to do in Balogun market, please, I beg you in the name of God, do not bother coming to the market. And look at that white one. This one, Keke almost squeezed her. Can you know they go? What are you people buying? See these ones.
But for others, December has come to mean something else entirely: fire. On December 24th, 2025, Christmas Eve, flames rose again, this time at the Great Nigeria Insurance House, a towering structure at Balogun Market, Lagos Island. By morning, the building was no longer a tower of commerce, but a blackened shell.
My boy, that's see fire is still burning inside. Fire is still burning.
I say this one, no because
See fire is still burning there.
fire is still a burning.
Fire is still burning. See fire.
Fire is still a burning.
And people are still inside.
Where is it facing?
Those three brothers when they're carrying that paper. People press inside now for that second floor is there now.
And
They brought out 15 bodies so that they died. Those three brothers said they died. And people see that even Mr. Obu, that one said died. Mr. Obu now, that one died.
Where get
China this thing warehouse.
where did the China person go to?
What followed was not just destruction, but days of unanswered questions, unrescued victims, and a nation struggling to explain itself. This documentary is not an accusation, it is not a verdict, it is an investigation into recurring tragedies, human loss, and institutional silence, and why so many Nigerians, particularly traders of Igbo region, feel trapped not just in burning buildings, but in a circle that never seems to end. The fire reportedly began in the higher sections of the Great Nigeria House. According to accounts circulating widely, the suspected cause was a Lister generator located within the building, a practice that remains common across Lagos high-rise commercial structures. If true, this would not be an isolated risk.
Great Nigeria management, well done, no. Great Nigeria management, I thank you very much, well done. Well done for rendering people useless. Most of you that don't know the cause of this fire. This fire outbreak was because of Great Nigeria management. Their lister that was upstairs that exploded. It was their lister upstairs that exploded. Government have been saying this thing several. Bring down your lister, bring it down. But Great Nigeria management, they left their own upstairs. They left their own upstairs there exploded. I was at my warehouse arranging goods. The lister exploded. It made a very big sound. When I came out to check what made that big sound, the smoke is already coming out from there. The smoke is already coming out from there. And it was this that was hidden there. Even myself, I don't know that there was a this that there. Until all these things started, I heard a very loud noise and I came out. Smoke was already coming out. So people there tried their best to off it, but no way. At that process, fire service, they came, but according to, I think they delayed because of 1 or 2 reasons. But that's not the main problem. The main problem is that Great Nigeria Management, they hide Lister on top of the building. And that was where the fire started. The Lister first exploded. Great Nigeria Management, I'm thanking you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I have lost one of my warehouses. That there are so many shipping companies there, so many warehouses. Thank you very much for rendering people useless. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I'm saying, Lagos State government, please, you people should take out time to come into the market and check very well. There are some people that still live their lives are upstairs. There are many of them. Great Nigeria Management, thank you very much.
Traders say they heard a loud sound, then smoke, then screams. The fire spread rapidly. By nightfall, the building was engulfed. By dawn, it had partially collapsed. What makes this incident especially harrowing is not only the scale of destruction. A 25-story building gutted, but what came next, or rather, what did not? Voice notes began circulating, not polished interviews, not press statements, raw, trembling pleas. Siblings trapped inside the building, crying for help. As smoke thickened and concrete failed, traders calling loved ones, unsure if their next breath will be their last. Please, we are still inside. The building is falling. These were not dramatizations, they were final conversations. Days passed. Day 1, the fire burned. Day 3, families gathered outside the ruins. Day 6, a man gave an update. They brought out 15 bodies this morning, all of them dead. Many others are still trapped. And in day 7, a woman's voice followed. Some bodies have been recovered. The fire is still burning. 7 days, 7 whole days. After the fire outbreak, people were still believed to be inside the collapsed structure. Families stood behind barricades, staring at ash and twisted steel, asking the same question over and over again. Why is no one coming? Emergency response in Lagos is not new. Fire services exist, emergency agencies exist, yet eyewitnesses insist that no effective rescue operation arrived in time to save those trapped inside the Great Nigeria House.
I'm a trader here. I sell children's wear here, and this incident started as early as let's just say after 3 to 4. That was on the 24th 4th of December. I went back home that very night. I'm getting back home, and they now called me and told me that the fire has extended to my own plaza, which is this one that is opposite. So I have to rush back to CMS, which I stay in Festac, to get my things. As you can see, the shop were burnt, but I rescued all my goods. I just have to pack them and go and find somewhere else to keep them. And up till now, we don't even have access to get to the building to see if any other thing that was still remaining for us to get it. So that is the challenges. For me, the government is just so slow. As you can see, nothing is still happening, because when the fire started, I even videoed it. It was over up to 30 minutes before we could even get the fire service. And when they came, they had to park, and it was a private fire service that came in earlier on. They were requesting for money. I don't know how much they were requesting for before they could start their work. And at the end of the day, they could not even be able to meet up with the fire to off the fire. I know more than 8 people by face. Even they are my friends. They have 2 brothers. Which one? Chukwe Ebuka with his brother who died. I have a neighbor who stayed with my senior brother, the neighbor who died with the boy that is serving him. And I have Iya Anu, the only woman that supplied children wear suit, which she was the first person that they confirmed dead, and other several people. I think from my own knowledge, I know more than 10 people that are trapped in here because of this very incident.
Limited equipment, delayed access, a fire that burned uncontrolled. This is not a minor incident. This was a high-rise building collapse with multiple casualties. Yet, it barely received sustained national broadcast coverage. And then came the contrast that deepened the wound. Days after the fire, the Eyo Festival held in Lagos, a celebration of culture, attendance by top government officials.
The president, Aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu, late state under the government of His Excellency Aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, shall we rise as we
Public appearances, smiles, cameras. The festival took place just a short distance from the fire scene. Yet, families waiting for news of trapped loved ones say no senior official visited the site, no nationally televised address, no public moment of mourning. Observers asked quietly, how can a city celebrate while bodies remain under rubble? The silence felt louder than the fire. The comparison became unavoidable. When public figures suffer accidents, statements are issued immediately. When prominent individuals face danger, sympathy flows quickly. But here, traders, families, unnamed citizens remain largely unheard. This is not about envy, it is about value. The Great Nigeria House Fire did not happen in isolation. Between December 24th, 2025 and January 2nd, 2026, multiple fire outbreaks were reported across Lagos markets and commercial spaces. Social media began asking uncomfortable questions. Why so many fires? Why during the festive season? Why in dense commercial hubs? Many of the affected traders are of Igbo origin, reflecting a long-standing demographic reality. Igbos dominate much of informal and formal trading across southern Nigeria, particularly in Lagos markets. Some voices claim targeting, others insist everyone is affected. This documentary does not conclude intent, but it acknowledges perception. because perception shapes fear and fear shapes communities. Three explanations dominate public discourse: infrastructure and safety failures, generators inside high-rise buildings, overloaded electrical systems, poor fire compliance enforcement, markets built without modern safety standards. If this is the cause, then many towers are disasters waiting to happen. Then there is the ethnic perception and historical trauma. For years, Igbo traders have experienced demolitions, market clearances, fires without compensation, slow rebuilding processes. Whether intentional or not, repeated loss without accountability creates a narrative of abandonment. The danger here is not just physical, it is psychological. When people begin to believe that their lives and livelihoods matter less, trust in the state erodes. Reports estimate billions of naira lost, but money does not cry. People do. Children waiting for parents who will never return. Families who invested everything into one shop. Years of work reduced to ash. Some victims had no insurance. Some had no backups. Some had no voices left to speak. Their crime was being present when systems failed. This documentary does not claim conspiracy, but it does insist on accountability. Why were people still trapped after 7 days? Why was rescue so slow? Why are fire safety violations still widespread? Why does silence follow tragedy so often? And perhaps the hardest question of all, if this can happen in Lagos, Nigeria's richest city, what hope exists elsewhere? People deserve empathy. People deserve swift help. People deserve to be seen. Whether Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, or any other identity, fire does not discriminate, but systems often do. Until these questions are answered, the ashes of December will continue to return, and the fire will never truly be out. Stay tuned for the full investigative documentary tracing major Lagos fire outbreaks from 2020 to date. What happened? Who was affected? And what must change? You are watching Update People TV.